I might be a bit biased about myself, but I'm glad I was never spoiled like the character in this story, because growing up, I would have been such an insufferable jerk. The story is pretty good since it's a cautionary tale like Grimm's fairy tales, in which bad things happen to those who do bad actions. I think we've all met at least one person who acted above it all and smug about what they had that you didn't. So in a morbid sense, this story is a nice bit of catharsis. Linda has always been the apple to her father's eye. She was a beautiful 14-year-old girl with blonde curly hair and big blue eyes. She had many friends, for she was one of the most popular girls in school. Her greatest pleasure was fashion. She was always dressed in the newest, fanciest, most expensive clothes. Just this week, her father bought her a ridiculously expensive green Italian leather jacket, which she wore always everywhere. Her second greatest pleasure was horses. Just last month, her father bought her a ridiculously expensive imported German dressage horse, which she bragged about to anyone who would listen. Just yesterday, Linda was out riding said horse, galloping across acres and acres of farmland. No one was going to stop her. She didn't care if her horse was trampling down crops and straw. Her daddy was always going to get her out of trouble. He always had. When her horse bolted and she fell down to the ground, she did not cry in anger or pain, though she did hurt herself. She was hit by surprise. Never had something so unpleasant happen to her, and she wondered when someone would arrive to comfort her. Surely someone must have seen her fall. Everybody always looked at her, but not today. No one saw her vanish into those tall crops on the field. She called out, but no one answered. She realized with horror she couldn't get up, for she wasn't able to move her legs even an inch. She lay there for what seemed like hours between tall green crops, and when she heard the sound of farming machines approaching, she grew to hate that damn grass green jacket.